Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right. I cannot believe that what I just read. So, according to one of the gentlemen at Yahoo Sports, the Nets, one of the proposed deals, they're trying to get rid of Kevin Durant. One of the proposed deals that they gave to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, this is after they traded for Rudy Gobert. They tried to get these boys for Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and 4 first-round picks. Now, see, I don't blame Sean Marks for trying that because Minnesota was stupid enough to do what they did right before then with Rudy Gobert. Maybe they would be as retarded enough as to do this as well. Sorry for using the R word. But, honestly, truthfully speaking, that's almost fireable. That's almost a fireable offense. If I'm Joe Tsai, the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, I'm looking at Sean Marks and I'm saying, I don't want people looking at me like I think that's not silly. I'm just going to be honest with you. As an owner, I wouldn't want my name attached to trying to fleece somebody like that because at that point, I would think people would actually think that I thought I could get away with something like that, if that makes any sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to try something stupid, I'm going to be seen in a stupid way. That's one of those. Now, mind you, it's worth a shot because Minnesota really did trade away the farm for Rudy Gobert. And if you've been following me, you understand that that's about as bad as a trade as that was proposed. Just as bad. But Anthony Edwards and Karl Towns, essentially they gave away the farm to get Rudy Gobert to those players. You have to understand that their vision is to bring Karl Towns and Rudy Gobert together for the Twin Towers effect. You understand what they're trying to put together, right? It was stupid in the way that they did it. But you have to be able to acknowledge that you see what it is that they're trying to do. So when you understand what they're trying to do and you propose this trade, not only are you insulting their intelligence, but you're potentially exposing your lack of. And that is very bad for your brand. Now, this could have very well been capped. In fact, I'm willing to believe that this actually didn't happen. Or if this was proposed, it was in the course of conversation as to which they were going back and forth about a lot of stuff. And this was on the table as a starting point for which they assumed it would be broken down and, of course, countered. And if that's the case and they were in the course of conversation and it wasn't like, hello, hey, I have this for you. Please take Kevin Durant off my hands for this price. Then, okay, I can understand. Context matters, and even in the course of such, in the course of negotiations, a lot of things can get really weird. And you will find yourself asking for this, that, and the third. For example, let's say the Brooklyn Nets were on the phone and they said, okay, we want 7 picks. And the Timberwolves said no. And then Brooklyn said, all right, well, what's equivalent to 7 picks in our mind is Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, and 4 picks. So how about you give us the equivalent of the 7 picks in our mind? As to which they retorted and said, hell no. And then probably reported that information to Yahoo guy, as to which he reported it to us. I think that's probably how that went. But even in the course of things and how things go, you still don't want that out. You don't. If you're the owner of the Brooklyn Nets and you're trying to get rid of this extremely expensive asset, you got to appear stable, sound, and ready to not only negotiate such a big piece, but also be able to handle the piece and responsibility of such. So, if I'm giving you every Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, for example, I want to know that you're going to be a good enough organization to handle what it is I'm giving you. It's not just about the exchange in a lot of cases, especially with something that affects the entire league. You know what I'm saying? So the Brooklyn Nets look crazy right now. Moral of the story is they look crazy. I do think it probably went a little like I said it did, but it still looks nuts. And honestly, if the Timberwolves had done this, I think it should have been rescinded. To be completely honest with you, I think they should have stepped in Chris Paul style and stopped that from happening if the Timberwolves would dare, absolutely dare do anything of that nature. I like Kevin Durant as much as the next guy, but ain't no way in hell That's the cost of probably 2 Durants, to be honest with you. That's 2 Durants. And that's not 1 Durant, that's 2 of them. Anthony Edwards and Karl Towns. All right, fine. If you want to look at Karl Towns' contract as a salary dump, have at it. That's how you're going to price it? Okay, fine. Anthony Edwards? And 4 picks? No, I'm not doing no. For a 34-year-old Kevin Durant. And I'm supposed to bring him to Rudy Gobert and that be it, with no assets to do anything else. And I think that makes any sense at all, after mortgaging half the future for Rudy Gobert? Why are you even on the phone with the Timberwolves? That's what I'm saying. If I'm the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, hang up the phone with these dudes. They're not going to do this deal with us. They don't have it to give. That's the bigger picture. Get off the phone with them. What you need to be doing is talking to some people who are actually serious about making something happen. Not a team that you think is dumb enough to do a dumb thing twice in 1 week. That is not good odds, man. Are we playing basketball? What the odds of them doing that deal twice? It's not happening. They're getting the fallout from hearing me talk crazy about the deal, and other people talk crazy about the deal. They ain't about to do that twice. Not to mention that is a really, really bad lopsided trade. Like, never mind, they shouldn't be going after Kevin Durant, period. To even think that they would give up the equivalent of 4 picks and Anthony Edwards and Karl Towns, it makes my stomach hurt. If I'm a fan of the Timberwolves, the notion that they would do that, it makes me sick. So no, you don't. You do not call them and propose that, insulting them people like that, man. That is wrong. That is wrong. I know they just did something that we all think is crazy, but you don't insult people like that. So that's pretty much what I got to say about the situation. I thought that was kind of funny. My name is BDL44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.